Now this is a special dedication to you guys. I want B to know to just listen and follow this 100%. Don't let your opinion dictate your future. You need to create a YouTube channel or multiple YouTube channels. Grow an audience or pay for an audience to go towards your YouTube channel. Monetize your YouTube channel. Earn income on your YouTube channel in as many ways as you can, from affiliate marketing, from super chats, from selling products, from everything that you can do on YouTube. Do that and make as much money as you can and gain as many subscribers and followers as you possibly can. Pay for shout outs, pay for recognition, pay for people to critique your channel. Spend money on your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel is your retirement plan, hands down. Drop shipping. I want you to learn about drop shipping and Shopify. Research Sebastian Gomez. Take his course. It might be a little pricey. It's worth it. Trust me. This kid will change your entire life. He started out creating websites on WordPress, simple websites that took him 30 minutes a piece to make. And now the kid's a multi-millionaire and he's only like in his early 20s. He's a genius. One of the best. I'm telling you. Gary Vaynerchuk, study him thoroughly. Gary Vaynerchuk and Bob Proctor. But Gary Vaynerchuk, this man taught me to be patient. He taught me to invest in the internet heavily. He told me what the future is going to be when it comes to media content. It's going to be audio, straight up, because people don't have enough time to view video. They're so focused on all these other things and all these other distractions that the only thing they can do 24/7, except for when they're sleeping, is listen to audio. So invest in audio, podcast, make YouTube videos with simply audio. If you don't want to make the videos and put your face on the videos, invest in audio, invest in that. I'm telling you, research heavily into Gary Vaynerchuk's life and how he did it. He tells you plenty of examples on how he got to where he's at. Bob Proctor is another guy. I'm telling you, he is somebody who you need to learn from and take all his courses, learn everything you can from him. He's got free videos on YouTube. Sign up for his webinars. Everything that he has to say is some of the most powerful information that you will ever receive. I guarantee it. He is a genius when it comes to the brain and earning income. He can make anybody anything, and that's no joke. He's got 57 years and literally just studying the human brain and studying how the human brain can create wealth. 57 years of it. The guy knows what he's talking about. He's dedicated his life to it. Study him. If you want your first shout out, you message Patrick Bet David. Go on one of his videos on YouTube or Google him or something and find his contact information. But if you go to one of his videos, like a recent video that he has, just say, hey, can I get your contact information? I'd like to pay you for a shout out or pay you to help get my channel going, blah, 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 blah. He'll do it. I've already talked to him. He's game. He's a multi-millionaire. He speaks to billionaires on a regular basis. Guy's a genius. He's helped me get to where I'm at today. And he will help you get to where you need to be as well. Listen to what I say. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to send you through no loops. If this guy is dead by the time that you are trying to seek out to him, seek out to somebody that's similar like that. Just basically email every single millionaire or every single person on YouTube that has over 100,000 subscribers and or views, and tell them that you'll pay them for a shout out or pay them to put one of your videos on their channel or something. Pay them to make you stand out so you can gain their audience as well. Their audience will go to you, and then you can start selling products to their audience as well. You know what I mean? You are basically stealing an audience and putting your products in front of them. Invest heavily in when you're trying to build up any type of platform on the internet. Whether you're building an app, you're building a website, you're building a YouTube channel, you're building anything sustainable on the internet, use social media advertising. Plain and simple. The newspaper is dead, but you can still use it. I mean, it might be somewhat available by the time that you hear this message. Who knows? If the newspaper's still around, spend a couple of dollars and put an advertisement in for whatever you're trying to or have exposure for. But I wouldn't recommend getting too heavily into that. TV, maybe do a little bit, but still, I wouldn't do very much of that. Radio, go ahead and invest in that a little bit. But primarily social media advertising. It's the cheapest and it's the most effective. There's the most people on social media. So you got Instagram advertising, you got Facebook advertising, you got Twitter advertising, Google advertising, you got YouTube advertising. And you pay advertising managers, Google ad managers for Facebook, ad managers for Instagram, ad managers for YouTube. That's simple. And you figure out those managers, you pay them, and they will find the exact audience of the people that you're trying to expose, whatever you're trying to sell to. Say you have a red car and you're in Clinton, Iowa. They will find people who are looking for red cars in Clinton, Iowa that make over, say, 30 grand a year. Exactly. You can keyword it down that specifically, and you can target your audience that easily and that specifically. I mean, you could target your audience to a married couple with 2 kids that has a red car and that's $19.99. You know what I mean? Like, you can literally break it down so far that you can thoroughly investigate people's brains and just sell them shit that they're already searching for. Remember, there's 7.9 billion people in the world, and there's billions and billions of products that these people need every single day, and services. Find whatever one that you are familiar with or that you are passionate about and sell it. If one person says no, go to the next person. If 100 people say no, go to the 101st person. If 100,000 people say no, go to the 200,000th person. Somebody will say yes. If you're selling, say, houses and you're advertising it to 1 million people, you might only have 2 people that are really interested in their house. But if you sell a house that's worth $1 million, your commission is going to be off the chain. And this is one source of income. And that brings me to my next point. Diversify your portfolio by investing in multiple sources of income. Have a regular job, a 9-to-5 or a part-time job. Have YouTube channel. Have multiple YouTube channels, multiple websites, multiple apps, multiple services that you can provide for people in various areas that you're in or would like to be in. You know what I mean? You're so set up, B, that, you know, you could literally just travel the world and make YouTube videos about your travels and videotape the things that you've experienced, and people will follow that, and you'll make millions of dollars just by traveling the whole world. I mean, I'll give you an example. You could do 100 countries in 100 days. That'd be an awesome channel and awesome content, and you got 100 videos to make that people are going to follow. And, you know, invest in good video equipment, a good microphone. If you have to get, you know, editing equipment, so be it. If you have to find a partner, so be it. You need to do the things that make you better, you know, that are going to make you money. Because when it comes down to it, your happiness and your freedom comes down to how much money you have in this world. If you have $20,000 or $30,000 a year, you're not going to be fucking happy. You might think that you're happy, but you're not happy. You can't afford to just pay your bills easily. You can't go on vacation. You can't buy a new car if your car breaks down. If a part breaks, say your transmission goes out, you can't just fix it, you know, with your next paycheck. You got to save up for a couple months just to fix your transmission. You're taking the bus to work. Listen to me. These are the ways that you can make lots of money, guaranteed. This is guaranteed shit. Dad's gonna put me on the limo business and the DJ service. I'd like you to jump on that if you want to as well. If not, delegate that business to somebody else. And what I mean by that is you start a service and you create a website, or you create business cards and stuff, and say you have a limo service, for example. If you don't want to be a limo driver, hire somebody for $20 an hour to be your limo driver, and you'll find people, trust me. Within our first 6 months of being in the business, we've already paid off our first car. I mean, and that just shows you, we didn't even use no advertising, no business cards, simple word of mouth, and we already paid off the first car in 6 months. That's going to be handed to you. And if it's not handed to you, by then, if we're not in the limo game no more, and you want to jump on, it's a very easy thing to get invested in. Or party buses, they're affordable. I mean, for instance, we paid $3,500 for our first limo, and we charge $75 to $150 an hour, and we get a customer nearly every weekend. So if you're paying your driver $20 an hour, $30 an hour plus their tips, you're still clearing $50 to $75 an hour, and you're not doing nothing but sitting on your ass. You know what I mean? So this is the thing I'm trying to get at, is you need to realize that one job is not going to be your key to millions of dollars or success. The people who have money in this world, they have it for two reasons. They spend money to make money, so that means they invest their money and make more money, or they create ideas which generate money themselves. You know, like creating a website or creating an app that's worth money. That is the only way to succeed in this world and make substantial amounts of money. That's it. You cannot work to achieve money. You cannot, or large amounts of money. You cannot save to achieve lots of money. You cannot invest in stocks or bonds or simple real estate to make a lot of money. And that brings me to my next point. Real estate. I want you to be a part of real estate, but I don't want you to dedicate your life to real estate. Real estate is a definite game changer when it comes to your life, and I want you to start off small. You know, if you have to, buy a $30,000 house and rent it out for $700 or $600 every month. All you're going to be paying every year is your taxes and, you know, maybe the water bill or something, and the sewer bill and garbage. Your renters will pay the mortgage off entirely within a couple years. If you want to go even smaller than that, start off with mobile homes. You buy a mobile home for $5,000, $10,000, and you rent it out for $500 a month, and you charge, or you make the tenant pay the lot fees, so you're not even paying lot fees. It'll be paid off almost within a year. So in 20 years, you'll have 20 of those mobile homes generating income. And you can scale that up to $100,000 homes, $1 million homes, whatever it may be. But only invest like 5 or 10% of your entire worth into real estate. Real estate is something that is essential for life because everyone needs a home. Whether it's a small home, like a mobile home, or it's a castle, everyone needs somewhere to stay. So you just need to realize that, you know, if you can get into the game, you know, you're going to be able to rent out your spots, or you can flip homes or whatever, because people are going to need homes. And that's another thing. If you want to just make quick cash, you can make social media accounts with specific audiences and targeted audiences to people who are looking for homes who have a particular amount of income. So say they're looking for 2-story homes, 4 bedrooms in Davenport, Iowa, and they make $250,000 a year as a combined income between them and their spouse. You can target the audience that specifically with your advertising through Facebook ads and the various ads that I discussed before. It's that simple. Now, this is just an outline of the things that I'm doing already and the places I'm going to be. And you might see me be these people or do these things, or you might not. But I want you to really listen to me. If you want to be happy, this is what you need to do. You can go into another field and you know, you can have a different job that you care about. If you like working at McDonald's, work at fucking McDonald's. I'm not telling you don't do that. If you want to go to college, go to college. But college isn't your answer, and working at McDonald's isn't your answer. That's not going to be your ticket. You know what I mean? Your ticket is diversifying and utilizing multiple sources. Think about if one source fails, say you're working at a factory and that job was to end, you get laid off or fired or whatever it may be, then you're out of income. You can't pay your mortgage or your rent and you're screwed. You know what I mean? You could be homeless that fast. 1 month, 2 months. They say that most people are literally like 1 month away from an economic or financial crisis. 1 month. Most people can't make it 1 month. They say the average person, like 90% of the people in this world, can't make it, like say they were to get sick tomorrow, they can't make it a 3 full months by paying by living the life that they live right now. So they can't say I was to get sick with terminal cancer tomorrow. I can't make it 3 full months by paying my rent, my utilities, my car expense, my travel expenses. I couldn't afford it right now. You know what I mean? And that's the general population. That's the majority of the world. So you must realize that. And I talk about all this stuff going on, and I don't want my money right now. I'm building up these platforms and learning this information for you, B. Because I don't care if I shine in my palace or my castle and I rule the world like I want to. You're the prince of the entire world and no one even knows it. You must realize that what I'm telling you is your ticket to heaven and your gateway to anything that you want. Anything. I'm telling you, by the time you're 25 or 30 years old, you can literally buy or go anywhere and do anything that you want at any given time. If you want to buy a condo, if you want to fly to Paris, if you want to do whatever that you desire, you want to get married tomorrow and have $100,000 wedding, you'll be able to afford it. Me, my mom, my dad, my little brother, your dad, my sister, none of us could do the kind of shit that you're going to be able to do because we never were put on a platform like this. Like I said, grandma and grandpa, so my mom and my dad, my grandparents, so it'd be your great grandma, Grandma Kathy and Grandpa Wayne, they didn't put dad on that pedestal like I'm putting you on. Grandpa Ed was the one who started this whole hustle. He had that huge farm and he was making so much money and some guy screwed him over with the technicality of some type of payment that didn't go through, and he was misinformed that he wasn't supposed to pay this bill, but in reality he was, and since he didn't pay the bill he lost his farm. So since that time there's been something in our bloodline that's been soaking, trying to get our farm and our family fortune back. Because Grandpa Ed was rich. And it wasn't that he had trillions or billions of dollars, but he had anything that he wanted. And that's what it's all about. You will be able to have anything that you want. I know it's not your birthday. It's not a special day. It's August 27th, 2018. It's just a random day. But I was talking to a former millionaire yesterday about some of the things that I'm already doing for you. You're 10 years old right now, Briar. I have over 7 businesses that are generating income right now. I'm 28 years old, you're 10. I'm giving all that to you. Every single one of them. By the time you're 18, I'll have over 50 or 100 or 1,000 different businesses. At least. That's all yours. When I die, you get every single fucking penny. Every single one. All you need is the passwords to my Google accounts and my social media accounts and possibly, my phone book or my email addresses. That's it. And you can do everything that I've told you. I'm going to just leave you videos and tell you exactly, the things that will make you happy, the things to make you healthy, the things that will make you wealthy. But this is just a short video of telling you exactly what you need to do if you want to be stupid fucking rich. And yeah, I swore in front of you. And I said stupid fucking rich because that's what you'll be. Stupid fucking rich. You will have more money than probably the entire city of Clinton if you want. And you don't have to shine like that if you don't want to. If you want none of this, or none of this money, or none of this freedom, you don't have to take it. You don't even have to go to college if you don't want to. You can work in a factory for 40 hours a week and make $200 a week, and I'm perfectly content with that. But what I'm giving you is something that I was never given, my parents were never given, their parents were never given, and the parents before that were never given. None of us were given the ability to create businesses on the internet with our smartphones. I was the first generation to be able to manipulate our financial situation by the thing that I carry in my pocket. I mean, yeah, I could have used the desktop or laptop when those were around, but I'm doing this all from my cell phone because that's all people are glued to. While everybody's scrolling through their news feeds and texting people and calling people and doing that stuff, I'm researching, I'm creating, and I'm thinking and generating new ideas every fucking day. Every day. Sorry I said that again, I didn't mean to. I really didn't. But I'm just so enthused and so hyped up that, like, this is it for you. You know what I mean? You don't need to do nothing else but follow the simple steps that are in just this video alone, and you will be anything or anybody that you want to be. It may take 5 hours for you to learn this information to 100% or succeed, or it may take you 5,000 hours. But it is a guaranteed path to success. So you must do the things that I've told you and described in this video if you want that level of success. And I know I gave you lots of information, but the mentors and stuff that I gave you are golden. Those are the people who you need to be looking at. Or you need to be looking at similar people. If you're trying to be a certain person in this world, think of like your favorite person in the world, like your most favorite athlete or your favorite YouTube creator or the best job in the entire world that you could think of, and find somebody who's doing that job and literally just follow everything they have to say. They may have free content on Google, or you may have to reach out to them, send them an email, and tell them that you'll pay them to be a mentor to you. And it's that simple. You can be just like them. You can tell them to teach you how to be like them. And you have to spend a little money. This is all about, you got to spend a little money to make money, like I said. Or you got to create something that's worth money. And that's why I mentioned it again, because those are the only two ways that you'll make money. Going to school, saving money, and working, like I said once, and I'm going to say it again, are not the way to make money in this world. It's not. You're going to go to school from kindergarten through 12th grade, and you may go to college, and they're going to tell you the exact opposite. It's a lie. You'll be making more than your teachers by the time you're 18 if you watch my YouTube channel for a year and follow the steps that I've left you. Easily. You'll be making more than your teachers. Because your teachers only teach for the most part. So they're making only 40 or 50 grand or even 80 grand. Say they're making 80 grand. That's the only source of income that they're making money from. Just think if you just went all in on just websites and you create websites and make websites for people on a regular basis and sell them to people, say somebody's looking like startup businesses, like young kids like you are trying to, there's going to be young kids like you that are trying to create businesses throughout the generation of time. And they're going to need websites. That's the way that the world works. That's the way that the world is evolving. Their businesses are going more online every day. So those people are going to need, kids that are 1 and 2 and 10 and stuff like that, they're going to be getting older eventually, and they're going to be coming up with creative ideas, and some of them people are going to be starting businesses. You can be the loophole and the middleman, the bridge between those people and their dreams. I want you to realize this is literally the most powerful and most straightforward message that I could give you. This is a present to not only you, but to Jake. I've dedicated at least, 9 years of my life strictly on YouTube. I gave up on all my hopes and dreams, everything that I cared about, which was really nothing at the time, for you. You know what I mean? To be honest, I felt like I was responsible for your dad's death. So I stepped in and took his place. Because I felt like it was my obligation as a big brother to do what was right, because I felt like his death was on me. And it may or may not have been. But because I thought that way and that happened, your life is completely changed. Because of this video, everything that will happen in your life will be different. If you follow these people and you listen to the message and you follow the steps thoroughly, like I explained to you, you will be anyone who you desire to be, and you will be able to do anything that you want to do. That simple. You will be happy, healthy, and wealthy. The 3 fundamentals of life. You will be all 3 by age 18. Some people work till they're 65, 70 years old, and they retire and they're broke as shit, or they die from cancer or a heart attack a couple years after they get their pension or their 401k. You're going to have the ability to have more money than those people will make in their entire career by the time you're 20 years old if you start watching these videos and listening to what I have to say at a fairly decent age. I'm saying at the very latest 18. I'd like you to start listening to what I have to say earlier than that, but I'm telling you, by age 18 you're going to start coming across things where life's going to get stressful. You know what I mean? You're probably going to be moving out and bills are going to be on you and expenses are going to be on you, and you're going to realize the world is not handing you nothing. If you want something in this world, you have to take it. And if you have to take it from somebody else or steal their idea, then do it. You know what I mean? I'm giving you the idea. I've got it from my mentors. I'm giving it to you. No one gave me this shit. I went to school from kindergarten to 12th grade. I went to college and got my diploma. And I didn't learn a single thing except for that I was put in debt for $30,000, and that set me back years in my life. Because of my low economic status, I could never repay that $30,000 because that was such an astronomical amount of money to somebody from our previous standpoint. You know what I mean? You're not going to have that. The only way you're going to have that is if you don't listen to this video and you don't listen to what I say. And if you don't do what I tell you, your dad is not going to be happy with you, and I'm not going to be happy with you, but we're going to have to accept it because we love you, as we're both your parent. You know what I mean? And your mom's going to love you no matter what. We're your parents. But we're giving you an option right here. This is the only option that I'm going to create that's like guaranteed. And this is just special for you, but this is going to be life-changing. And I hope that you appreciate what I had to say, the time I spent learning this information, the time I spent with you, and all the things that I went through to get to this point. Because this didn't happen overnight. I didn't have confidence, millionaire confidence, or billionaire confidence, or trillionaire confidence, or Googleplexionaire confidence overnight. There was times where I was struggling to get $1 for a can of pop. You know what I mean? So just think about that. You know what I mean? There's a point in time where our bloodline was struggling to, get something to drink or to get something to eat. And you have the ability to buy jets and condos and fucking cities if you want to. But you have to follow the steps, and you have to listen, and you have to do things that I said, and you have to study them thoroughly, and you have to take the time and learn the shit. No one else is going to tell you this. No one else is going to teach you this. I love you, B. Good luck.